Mount Moon Tunnel entrance. Well, I guess that's where we're going today, huh? This is Gaia question 9, and today we're going to be heading into Mount Moon and encountering one of many Pokemon in this dungeon, I suppose. Geodude is... yeah, Geodude. So yeah, if you want a Geodude, yeah, here's a good place to catch one. You can't quite catch an Onix yet, though, so we can't copy Brock just yet. Real quick, that is TM12. TM12 is for Water Gun. Yeah. The TMs, I'm just showing off my party a little bit. I put Spearow in here because there's one Pokemon in Mount Moon that actually might require Spearow's help because it knows a flying type move. So here's a potion. And, whoa! Oh my god. I don't believe that. I had a Pokemon counter right in front of a trainer. And a bug catcher, but all he has is Caterpie stuff, so... oh no, Weedle stuff, yeah. So, skip. Yay! Alright, so yeah, getting back to the TMs though, the TMs in this game aren't exactly all that great. Like, you do have good TM lists. Yeah. Whoa! Holy crap, I think the sign just summoned a Zubat! Ah! Alright, anyways, another trainer, yay! But like, the TMs in this game, since like there aren't that many moves, like compared to the newer generations, you see a lot of TMs with really crappy moves. Like, hell, we got that one from Brock that knows Bite, so, hell. So here we got Clefairy, a trainer with Clefairy. Pretty much a counterpart to Jigglypuff, you could call it. So yeah, it's gonna sing right there. This is the annoying part about Jigglypuff and Clefairy. They like to sing a lot. So, this could take some time. Okay, anyways, now Mankey's back up, and god, he almost died. Okay, so let's finish him off. And down goes Clefairy. Now, in opposition to Jigglypuff, Clefairy you can actually find here. You can still find it in Mount Moon. However, it helps to be deeper in Mount Moon. In fact, in this current room right here, the first room, you have only a 1% chance of ever finding Clefairy. 1%. That is very little. Well, duh, anyone knows math. Uh-oh! Who's this young fellow? We, Team Rocket, are Pokemon gangsters. Okay, so here's our first Rocket battle. So yeah, they carry Wit for some reason. I don't know. Alright, let's go send our Sandshrews, so skip to his next Pokemon, Zubat. We just saw Zubat, but I didn't fight it. Zubat is poison and flying. All it's really gonna know at this point is Leech Life and Supersonic. And speaking of the devil, it uses it on me. Supersonic causes confusion and a very annoying move. It's also, like, only hits like 55% of the time, but whatever. But anyways, getting back to Clefairy, when you get into, like, the basement of Mount Moon, or, like, the underground tunnels, your percent chance raises to 10. So, Clefairy is a hard Pokemon to find, but it's, you know, easier to find them, yeah, later on. So, yeah, Nidoran had some trouble in that battle, I believe. Yeah, well, yeah. Okay, so random Pokemon battle, and HP up. I don't know if I'm going to use these items. I probably will at some point, because this is an LP, and I don't really ultimately care about the fate of these Pokemon. Oh, okay, another Pokemon. Oh, it's Clefairy! Ah! Oh, God. Found one of these guys. Okay, let's try and catch it, I guess. So, I don't know if this guy does sing yet. It might not, I don't know. Maybe I'll get lucky and kill it before, well, not kill it, catch it. Okay, so Growl's gonna help us out, that's good. Yeah, let's try and catch this guy. Yeah, just keep growling, I'll capture you eventually. So send out Pikachu over there, because I can paralyze it and then raise my chances. Yeah, it's a good idea to bring a few Pokeballs in here, I suppose. Clefairy isn't the only Pokemon you can find in here. You can also find Sandshrews, like in Route 4, only Sandshrews in this area are a lot more common. You can find Zubats, and you can also find Paris, who can only be found, I think, in these tunnels here. But the moveset for Paris in this game isn't very good, but it has a pretty unique type. It's Bug and Grass, although both types carry very similar weaknesses, so yeah, there's a catch-22 with that. Alright, so now that we got Clefairy, now all I really have to do is just get through this area. I mean, I'm not going to use Clefairy later on in the road, but hey, it's a rare Pokemon, and you do need Pokemon in order to get a few items in this game, too, so... Alright, so here we got another trainer, Super Nerd, I think. Yeah, Super Nerd. I don't know what makes him so super, but... Super Nerds, yeah, they tend to have electric-type Pokemon and maybe poison sometimes. Demonstrating here, since this is a Generation 1 game, Magnemite doesn't have its Steel type yet, so technically it's still pure electric. So Mankey isn't going to do a whole lot of damage to it. Well, you know, not as much. Anyways, Voltorb, and let's send out Nidoran. Because I can. So yeah, at this point, Nidoran does know Double Kick, so yeah, someone pointed out that I forgot to list that when I was facing Brock, but I didn't list it because, I didn't have that available for me, because I took him on at 10, and, Nidoran learns it at 12, so I could have trained to 12. 12 is, 12? Your chances of winning against Brock at level 12 is pretty much assured as long as you use the right Pokemon. But anyways, yeah, that guy goes down, and we can continue. Ugh! Hate these random battles. I need to start buying repels. Like, all these random encounters, they play hell on me when I try to edit these videos. Alright, so anyway, let's get this, let's fight him first. Ah, God, another random Pokemon before I fought another trainer. God. Yeah, Mount Moon, you're gonna fight a lot of Pokemon, just so you know. Or run from a lot of Pokemon. Alright, so another bug catcher, but he has, again, no new Pokemon whatsoever, so... Yay, Pidgey leveled up, and we beat him. I lost! Yes, you did. So anyways, readjusting my party so that... Yeah, okay, so let's move on. I hate randoms. Okay, it's a rare candy, yay! I don't think I'm ever gonna use rare candy, just so you know, but, Oh, look, escape rope, I could use that. But, yeah, rare candy, any Pokemon trainer should know what that does. It raises your Pokemon level by 1, and then escape ropes allow you to escape dungeons instantaneously. So, yay, now we got another trainer. Woo. Yeah, that's kind of like Mount Moon, though. Its trainers are a lot more diverse than Viridian Forest, because all those guys were bug catchers. Okay, so now we get to fight our first grass type of the game, Oddish. Oddish is well, with all grass-type Pokemon, except for Tangela, I suppose, in this game, all of them are going to be poison subtype, even Bulbasaur. So, yeah, so you can either, if you train the Spearow and has, you know, it should still have Peck, you can use that to kill it. You can also use Butterfree's Confusion, since, again, the poison type. So yeah, you can technically go after grass-type Pokemon with 2 different weaknesses. I don't know why they had a poison type having a super effective against grass when pretty much all the grass types in this game were poison type, so that gives them a little... I don't know. I should try that. When Nidoran eventually learns a poison type move, I should try that. Okay, so here's the other grass type Pokemon that we're going to see a lot of, Bellsprout. The major difference between Oddish and Bellsprout is their mode of attack. Oddish knows Absorb, which is a rather weak move in the grand scale, but it does restore some of your HP, so it's very useful in that regard. And then Bellsprout knows Vine Whip at the start, which is, it doesn't regain HP, but it's definitely a lot more powerful, like twice the power of Absorb. So, I won't get into that until a little later, though, but, because we can't catch those guys yet. We can't catch those guys until after we get past Mount Moon, so... Alright, so there's another guy in black, so obviously another rocket trainer is about to fight us. I don't know if they're trainers. They're just like, you know, gangsters, whatever that guy. They're so G, they're almost R. Anyways, this rocket is going to have a Zubat, already fought. Ekans, already fought. Alright, so, yeah, rockets are basically just like regular trainers, so I'm just gonna skip them. Again, unless it's a special battle. So, click on this rocket, we'll find a secret ether! Yay! I don't think you can really buy ethers in this game. Like, that's like one item they never really offer. But, anyways, TM01, a very useful normal type move called Mega Punch. I don't know why a punch move is considered normal, not fighting, but it is, so, yeah. But it's a lot more useful than Water Gun, I'll say that. Okay, another trainer. Oh, joy. If I'm right, this guy should have a Rattata and a, Zubat, I believe, so... Yep, there's Rattata. And yeah, I gotta get used to that because I've always pronounced it Rattata because of the stupid anime! Yeah, excuses. Anyway, this is Gaia 9. In the next episode, I will take on the rest of Mount Moon.